With only a few more Samurai Warriors games to cover, it's time to get back into them with Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada, a game I thought I was going to hate, especially because online, no one seemed to like this one. So I went in with a closed mind, but was immediately punched in the gut. After all the air left my lungs, I was stunned. Looking at the game, only 10 minutes in, and I loved it. This is one of the best Modern Warriors games by far. In fact, it has elements that Dynasty Warriors 9 would borrow from and fail miserably at, on top of being, well, Dynasty Warriors 9. This game is an Extreme Legends style expansion, but it is its own thing in turn too. There's no importing data from Samurai Warriors 4 or 4.2. It's also all about the Sanada clan, with more historical accuracy, several new characters, and tons of new ideas that somehow worked, and I wish we would see them again in later Warriors titles. So let's get this intro over with and talk about Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada already, cause man, is there a lot of stuff to talk about. While I won't go too far into spoiler territory given its new content, characters, and plot, I will cover a small portion of the story nonetheless, which is what we will start out with. The game is all about the Sanada clan with a more historical accurate tale. So instead of playing as the Sanada brothers right away, they're not even born yet till after a few battles. Then over time, they grow up, while you guys play as their father for the first several major story missions. In turn, there's a lot more to the Sanada now, with several generic officers playing family members and important officers. However, these officers look like something made in the Empire's games. Honestly, it's quite jarring to see a quality dip in the character models. Plus, the visual novel storytelling returns, and I hate it. It's such a downgrade from the cinematics of past games. Just make cinematics, quit courting corners, Omega Farce. Fuck. As time goes on, characters die and grow up, eventually controlling the Sanada brothers as they rise up to take over for their father and be proud of the Sanada name. The rest of the story, I'll leave to you. The game introduces 6 new characters to the series. Chacha, the daughter of Oichi and Nagamasa, Hidetada Tokugawa, the son of Ieyasu, Katsuyori Takeda, the son of Shingen Takeda, Sasuke, a student ninja under Hanzo, Muramatsu, the sister of Yukimura and Nobuyuki, who is not even playable. Then finally, Masayuki Sanada, the father of Muramatsu, Yukimura, and Nobuyuki. Also, basically everyone from Samurai Warriors 4.2 returns, but not everyone is playable. Only in select side battles will you be playing as most of the other characters, if even most at all. While during the main story ones, you can sometimes play as other key characters, such as Saikon and Konoichi, as well as Hanzo. As for the new characters, I honestly don't care for some of them, especially Chacha, who's just a stuck-up cunt bag that never changes during the story. Sasuke is just a whiny kid that makes Hanzo look bad. Hidetada is whatever. Katsuyori is literally a reskin of several characters. If you ever played as Zhao Yun, Sunse, or even Toshie, then you know what to expect. Masayuki was interesting at first, but devolved and became a bit of a hypocrite towards the end. Honestly, it's an okay cast of newcomers, but they're no Kojiro.
Yeah, I'm the best there is and the best there'll ever be.
Yes, you certainly are strong. You're no victim, no poor innocent. You're not someone I'm compelled to cut down for their own good. I've never met anyone like you. You're the only one who is capable of matching me. The only one worth cutting down. Come on, then. Let's go.
The combat is pretty good. In fact, I enjoyed it here more so than Samurai Warriors 4 2. It's just more fluid and flashy. I don't know if they did anything at all, but yeah, it's great. Given it's a PC port, they allowed for a lot more troops on screen than the console versions, so everything is pure chaos as you rack up 1,000 KOs in less than a minute. It does suck, however, there's not much way in difficulty. Even though I'm playing on normal, the Warriors games usually only make the AI more spongy if you increase the difficulty, so I never play on higher settings. Difficulty should not equal more health and damage for the AI, but instead smarter AI. Why are video games still not evolving past this ancient trope? Oh well. You still have all the Warrior stuff here. Build a Musou gauge, rage, combos, mounts, gate captains, and counters against officers. It's fast-paced, flashy fun despite the lack of challenge at times outside of officers and certain unit types. Plus, the switching of officers does return, as you can play up to 2 officers in several battles, but not all of them. Some battles you're restricted on who you can play as and bring to battle alongside you. The dual Musou attack also returns, so if you have both a full bar, it's time for a more powerful attack. You can freely explore your hometown. As you progress, the town grows with new opportunities and businesses, from shops to a dojo, or even a tea house to help build bonds with other characters. A general store, blacksmith, tea house, dojo, farm field, river to fish, Jiazu statue, or however you pronounce it, warehouse, and a stable. Eventually your home will become more lively with things to do and buy, as well as craft and grow. The shop allows you to buy materials for crafting, gifts, and quests. But it doesn't have everything, just a random assortment, most of which you can get from just exploring the various locations in game or by completing tasks for others as rewards. You can also craft medicine here to aid you in battle with healing or temporary stat boosts. The blacksmith is where you can buy new weapons and upgrade them. If you have the materials, you can add skills to your weapons. These will offer increased attack, attack range, attack speed, etc. The tea house is where one can invite any character from the game they know, then talk to them, give them gifts to increase their friendship level so that they can tag along during explorations. Also, by maxing out their friendship level, they in turn can give you gifts, which could be new materials. The dojo allows you to increase any officer's level with overall experience earned from playing the story, as well as gold. If any officer has reached a certain level, you can increase their attacks, Musou gauge, rage, and more. But you need gold to increase stats, so be sure to hoard all you can by collecting it through objective completion, treasure boxes, and selling materials. The Jiazu statue, or however you can pronounce the damn thing, is strange, as you leave an offering at it, then after a single battle, enough time will have passed, so you return to it to collect a reward. If you were lucky enough, the better quality of the offering, the better the reward. The thing will in turn into that one ball game where the ball's in the cup and you have to pick the right cup as it switches around, or you must pick the right bag in order to get a better reward. Fishing is my favorite activity in the game, outside of exploration and farming. If you have anything that can be used as bait, you can fish. Each bait equals 1 fish, if you can even catch one. It's not hard, but the higher quality the bait, the faster the gauge moves, and you need to time it just right to catch something. Also, if the bait is high quality, the fish has a good chance of being high quality too. It's simple fun and I just love it. Anyone you can control can do all these activities, including Yukimura when he's still a kid. Farm field allows you to plant and grow veggies, which are more crafting materials and gifts. If you find seeds, you can plant them here by doing a minigame where you have to pull a Yakuza on the field with a hoe. After a single battle, the plants will grow. The better the seed and planting by getting a shorter time, the better the harvest will be in turn. Warehouse is where you just rewatch cinematics and visual novel scenes, listen to the soundtrack, and read up on the lore of the world. As you learn more of the world, you get more stuff for the vault. Stable is where you buy new mounts. Early on, you only have one horse and it's a bad one. It'll get the job done, but it's not that effective as the later mounts. Just have the gold and it's shop till you drop. The faster ones are always best in any Warriors game for obvious reasons, especially when you go exploring. In this game, you'll want one that can zoom around and collect materials with ease. Speaking of exploration, it's time to cover this game's unique new feature. In Spirit of Sanada, you can now freely explore sectioned off areas of various environments. This is a good way to gather materials for whatever you may need, but also events can occur with enemy faction ambushes, bandits, rescuing your people, bears, and more. It's a simple new addition that is superior to the trash Dynasty Warriors 9 open world. I mean, it's proof you don't need an open world. Collecting materials and fighting bandits can work in a closed-off sectioned environment. Plus, with it being sectioned off, the performance and load times are so smooth I barely notice the loading screens. Just play Spirit of Sanada instead of the trash DW9 if you want some exploration in your Warriors game. It's just a superior version, and a whole lot of fun. Plus, this game did come out first, in 2016. Holy crap, this is from 2016?
Yukimura-sama? どうかしました?
The music is phenomenal. Samurai Warriors 4 had a decent selection, but this game just adds so much more. In fact, I've been using it during this review, since I was able to find it. Thanks to KHinsider.com for being a great source of video game soundtracks. The AI is aggressive at times, but usually only if you let them be. Or if you're facing officers, otherwise the normal soldiers are pretty stupid and barely pose a risk. Unless it's the cavalry or spear unit, these guys can charge and knock you around dealing good damage. I just wish there was more modes. Where's the free mode? I want to play as everyone from the series up to this point. I want to play the other battles, but instead it's just a Sanada campaign with a few options. Sometimes there's side battles about other characters, and it's a breath of fresh air to play as someone else after several hours, but outside of those side battles, you cannot play as other characters unless the game lets you. I also wish you could hunt. You cannot run around and kill deer and stuff. So it's got fishing and exploration but not hunting. That does suck, but it's not a deal breaker. I'm just someone who likes to do those types of outdoor activities. And that's about it. I can't really think of anything else to include in the other section. So let's go ahead and end this review with the score then.
Bruh.
At the end of the day, Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sanada is a good game. While nothing great, as it's lacking in features or content, it's still a game worth checking out. Had it featured more modes, English dub, and gotten rid of the visual novel storytelling in favor of actual cutscenes and stuff to do, it could have been even better. But for what it is, Spirit of Sanada is a good game to go out on with the 4th entry up to Samurai Warriors. It's clear at this point Omega Force was nailing down the formula for a good Samurai Warriors game since the second title. Sadly though, the next entry would fall short of living up to those expectations with Samurai Warriors 5, another game I've already covered. Whatever lies in the future for this series, it's brighter however than Dynasty Warriors after Dynasty Warriors 8 and 9. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
が急襲。親方様が応戦しております。
完全に裏をかかれたな。だい親方様はやらせん。見えてい